Hello everyone, and this is the video of professional duties and the ethics of an advocate. The Bar Council of India rules encompasses the professional standards for lawyers as laid down by the Bar Council. The key duties and the responsibilities of an advocate can be summarized as follows. See over here. As an advocate, it has a duty to act in a dignified manner, to respect the court of law, not to communicate with judge in private and impair partiality, not to act in an illegal manner towards the opposition, and to refuse to represent clients who insist on adopting the unfair means. In addition, being an office of the court, an advocate is expected to uphold and maintain the values of the profession. Furthermore, an advocate's duty towards the client includes bound to accept briefs, not to withdraw from service, not to appear in matters where he or she is a witness, not to suppress material or evidence, need to maintain the client confidentiality, and not to instigate litigation or to charge the contingency fee, that is, fee depending on successes or favorable results of the matters. Next is duty to ensure that his or her duties do not conflict with the client's interest, and lastly, not to negotiate directly with the opposing party, only through the opposing advocate, and to carry out the legitimate promises which are made. Now, moreover, breach of these rules and standards of the conduct, it leads to the disciplinary actions against advocate which may result in the suspension or debarment. Remember, whatever the rules, the ethics, whatever have been discussed, just remember. Next is the advertising by lawyers. Advertising by lawyers, it's an interesting topic as the right of advocates to advertise their services or solicit clients has always been the controversial issue in the field of legal ethics and professionalism. In India, advertising by lawyers has been strictly restricted by Bar Council of India. An advocate is prohibited from promoting himself through circulars, through advertisements, through touts, through personal communications, through interviews, other than through personal relations, furnishing on inspiring newspapers, comments, or producing his photographs to be published in connection with cases in which he has been engaged or concerned. However, an amendment to this rule allows advocates to furnish certain information on their websites after intimating and taking approval for the Bar Council of India, and likewise only 5 pieces of information can be put up on the internet, that is, the name of the advocate of the firm, the contact details, details of the enrollment with the bar, his profession and academic qualification, and the areas of practice. Now moving towards advertising by lawyers in the United States. Till now we saw about India, now moving forward with the United States. However, different countries across the world allow the advertising by lawyers to varying degrees. The positions in the USA is different from that in India, where lawyers have the right to advertise but subject to reasonable restrictions. There were different rules of professional ethics for the different states, and there is also the model rules of professional conduct which serve as an indicative reference point. Rule 7.1 of the model rules prohibits false and misleading communication about the services. Rule 7.2 addresses advertising and referrals, and Rule 7.3 articulates no solicitation periods. Lawyers in the US can provide information about the class actions. They can approach clients by handing out the business cards and can advertise on the internet forums. For class action, solicitation through referrals is permissible. Newspapers and magazine ads and even mass emails are permitted as long as they are not misleading. And no financial incentive is promised. Personal injury ads are commonplace in the USA, often known as the ambulance chasers. These personal injury lawyers are robust, and in their advertising on billboards, newspaper flyers, and even distasteful ads on the television. However, ambulance chasing is not the representative of the professional practice in India, since these class of lawyers, they are the sort who solicit business by littering around the hospitals or by ads in the newspapers and in the yellow pages with toll-free numbers and free consultations. However, it is a matter of debate whether the Victorian tradition, UK has itself done away with the prohibition, should be retained, within which law was considered to be the noble profession, and hence advertising was prohibited so as to not tarnish the image of the lawyers. The issue of the allowing advertising and solicitation by lawyers, it requires lawyers balancing the interest of the public, which includes getting information on legal rights and services through advertisements and enhancement of access to justice and the legal profession on one hand, and the possible misuse of advertising techniques by lawyers which may lead to loss of creditability of the professions as a whole. Moreover, countries like USA, UK and France, they are more flexible with granting permission for legal ads, and whereas Hong Kong, Singapore and Malaysia are moving towards progressive relaxation. In Malaysia, for example, the Legal Profession Publicity Rules 2001 is a simple, comprehensive code that regulates ads in legal and non-legal directories, controls publication of journals, magazines, brochures and newsletters and interviews in the media bars, publicity through clients and even regulating the greeting cards. In Hong Kong, lawyers are forbidden to advertise on the television, radio, in the cinemas, but they are permitted to advertise in the print media. So this is all about the advertisement about the lawyers. I hope you all must be clear with whatever we have discussed in today's video. If you have any doubt, any query, do comment in the comment box given below. Take care and stay safe. Thank you.